Alright.
Hello everyone. I'm Lonnie.
And
This is Untitled Nerd Network. We're going to be talking about probably one of the coolest episodes of The Mandalorian that we've had so far. This was like that payoff episode. You know, build up, payoff. And,
I don't know about payoff, but it was finally see Jedi.
it was a character that a lot of people were excited about.
Yes.
That I had no clue who she was. Because
Lonnie had to ask me.
I've never watched the first episode of Clone Wars.
I've watched maybe 2. Our friend Clockwork Larry has seen the entire series.
I feel like we probably need to watch it.
Okay, so she put out a little after she, because she watched Star Wars start to finish. Okay, got it in chronologically.
Okay.
That's something I would love to watch it.
Ooh, that's a little much.
No, it's not a little much. See, here's the thing. You like to do things all at once. That's not how you got to do that. Now.
Okay. Clone Wars is one of those things that I've really kind of flirted with for a long time. Yeah. But it's widely considered up to this show to be some of the most watchable Star Wars there is.
Yeah, a lot of people until Mandalorian considered Clone Wars that Star Wars stuff that was out there.
I guess there's a reason why she was here.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, her name was Ahsoka Tano.
Got it right.
I'm probably wrong.
I think you got it right.
Let's see.
That's a rough name. Anyway.
So, basis of the episode, spoilers, dear God, this is probably the most...
Spoilers!
This is probably the most important episode of the series so far, to where we need, like, spoiler alert. Basically, the Jedi, there's like this walled city, kind of reminded me of King's Landing. You know how, like, they did that crap in Game of Thrones? They, like, had the big wall, which is pretty much any medieval, any medieval walled city.
Yeah.
You know, they pull that inspiration from, they're standing up there and they're like, oh, like, kills all these soldiers. I'll give you one day. She should have just popped up and killed everybody right then. Because plot. Comes back. But I guess that's the Jedi way, she's at least giving them a chance. So.
It is the Jedi way.
Mandalorian shows up, pops in, talks to these same people, and the woman that runs the place basically offers him a staff made out of, like, pure Beskar to go kill this Jedi, and he's looking for the Jedi anyway, but he hasn't told anybody that, and so he goes and talks to her. She recognizes Baby Yoda. Immediately, we find out that he's not actually Baby Yoda, he is Grogu. Right, Grogu. And
he's no longer the child.
Yep, he is Grogu now. So, come to find out, she could talk to him, like, telepathically, through the Force or whatever. And
yeah, because that's what Jedis do.
Yeah. So, come to find out, he was actually in the Jedi Temple when Anakin came in and killed everybody. And he was hidden. And somebody got him out of there. I'm going to go ahead and wager either Yoda or Obi-Wan did that behind the scenes. Because they basically showed up after the fact.
I can see that being Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I'll
That's weird, though, because I would have figured that Obi-Wan probably would have kept him there with him on Tatooine. Plus, that just wasn't a place for a Yoda.
This probably wasn't a place for him.
Yeah. So, anyway, he's, my fan theory, to an extent, was correct. actually had all these abilities and he could communicate and everything, but he was afraid really to show his abilities because he was like kind of in survival mode and he was just wanting everybody to think he was helpless.
Where did you even think that was slightly correct in that episode?
What?
That he's just acting helpless. Where do you think that?
That's what she said.
Oh, whatever.
She said that he was surviving and that it had been so, he was starting to lose his ability to use the Force because, he had just been kind of on the down low.
He was hiding it. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't faking it like he couldn't do it or whatever.
Let's see what the Wikipedia.
No, I'm not gonna see what it says.
Has been suppressing his powers over the years to survive.
That's not the same thing as acting like he's incapable. You made it sound like he was being manipulative, scared. You were not right. You thought he was just playing games with everybody. Like it was some big joke, like he was being manipulative. That is not that is not the same.
Maybe that's what Yoda was doing.
No, it was not.
I don't know.
It was not what Yoda was doing.
Anyway.
That fucker was old. And hell, you saw what it did to the young child when he was young and used his powers.
Look, we're not going to sit here and talk about who was right and who was wrong.
Yes, we are. You're not going to claim to be right when you're not.
I mean...
That's not how that works.
Yeah, it's not important now.
I bet it ain't now that I've proved you wrong.
Anyway, I don't know. I mean, anyway, I was right, and then, see what else happened.
Oh,
okay, so they decided to team up.
Let's all pretend Lonnie's right and kind of stroke his ego. Apparently, it doesn't get stroked enough. Imagine that.
Anyway.
I'm trying to make you do that. He agreed with me.
So, so anyway, they finally, they decide he. I didn't do that. Okay, but anyway, wait a minute.
It's because you're holding him.
There's 3 modes. Maybe that one's just like free running. Okay, but anyway, I've got him on I'm assuming what is demo mode now? Where you have to hit his head? Okay. So anyway, kind of got sidetracked there. So they decided to team up, go after these people, and apparently the woman that was running this city was like one of the key people behind getting the Starfleet built, Empire. And so she seemed to have some pretty solid combat skills. I'm almost wagering might have been Jedi, but she could hold her own against a Jedi. I don't care what it was. But I didn't see her actively use like any force powers, but she could fight. And held her own against her. So anyway, they finally managed to win out. And, trying to think, well, I mean, they finally win, and then he leaves. Is gonna, bring God, what's his name? Grogu? I want to say Goku.
No, we're not watching that.
But anyway, he brings him back, and she's like, oh, I can't train him, but you can go to this Jedi temple, which gets me more excited than anything. And she's like, go take him to a Jedi temple, set him on this seeing stone, and maybe a Jedi will find him.
Out.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
He can choose his own path. Which, they That should be how it is anyway, really.
You know what's going to
Choose your own
happen?
path.
Going to put him on a seeing stone, and a Sith is going to see him. Or
Oh, my God, yeah.
freaking dude that's like running around right now behind the scenes is going to, and it's going to cause like a whole big thing, and that's where, yeah, that's where we're headed.
I can't.
Just go ahead and get
I'm ready.
Because you know that's what's going to happen.
That's probably exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. You never put two and two together, there might be like an evil Jedi running around.
Right.
That's what happened like in Lord of the Rings, you know, they had that seeing stone that they held and Sauron was all over. Yeah. Don't know who has them, the lost seeing stones. Same things basically.
Basically, yeah.
So, yeah, so super. I'm like this episode I'm giving it a solid 10. This is a 10 episode, 100%.
I give it L.
What do you think, baby Grogu? Love it. So, it was a really good episode. Super. I loved it. This was probably the best one. There were a lot of people on Twitter. Thank God, everybody's been so cool about not spoiling this show.
They have this time. Well, they were last time too, really.
Yeah, but there was no way people weren't gonna throw out Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's
like just, that. He became a meme overnight.
Yeah, I mean it's expected. Look how cute he is.
Yep.
Look how he acts in the show. How can you not meme that?
So, but the plot points have been really under the radar. Nobody's really throwing them out there or anything. And kudos to the community. Star Wars community does amazing when it comes to
I agree.
Not being dicks and spoiling everything.
They are, yeah. I've ever had a
Anything else?
Yeah.
Sure. They leave for planet's name is Tython. And I'm kind of curious, real quick, just by Wikipedia. Rotten Tomatoes gave this episode a 100%.
All right.
Average rating of 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
AV Club gave it an A. The dude who reviewed it for Vulture gave it 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Positive. Yeah, and everybody's. I'll go ahead and tell you, we haven't seen the last of her.
Oh no.
The Jedi. Like she's gonna pop up and be like a helping hand probably before the end of the season.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right. Anything? You don't have any further anything? Super fun episode.
Good.
Can't wait till next week. Awesome fun. I'm Lonnie with her.
Amber.
Yes. I don't know why I was about to say. Anyway, Untitled Network. This has been the Mandalorian, Chapter 13, Jedi.